So the Warriors pretty much had a year off this year. Steph was injured with a broken hand. Klay Thompson was out with the ACL that he got in the last NBA Finals. And the Warriors have somehow got the second overall pick. What do you think that the Warriors should do moving forward to stay in contention?
You know, that they're in that win now mentality. But the scary thing about the Warriors is they have the number 2 pick at the moment. And with that number 2 pick, I believe they're going to take James Wiseman. The 7'1" center is a beast. He's been compared to DeAndre Jordan in the sense that he's an incredible putback, offensive rebound kind of player, and he's averaged 3 blocks a game in college, so we know he's no slouch on defense either. He's ready for the NBA, and as I just said, the Warriors they're primed to have a deep playoff run, and what better way to bounce back with having that number 2 pick, drafting an NBA ready player, I think makes a lot of sense for the Warriors.
Yeah, I think this Warriors team is extremely interesting. We haven't seen this variation of the Warriors play together ever. So there's a lot of unknowns also, like how will Klay be back from his ACL injury? How will Steph be back from his hand injury? Probably the same. How's Draymond going to step up? Because, he's been pretty bad as of late. With the number 2 pick, I think that the Warriors should either take Wiseman, like Liam said. Wiseman would be a great choice. Extremely safe. They are in win now mode. They want to win more championships with Steph and Klay, and James Wiseman is that win now pick, right? But what they could also do, and this is something that I think they're thinking about heavily, especially with that Andrew Wiggins contract, pairing that number 2 pick with Andrew Wiggins for a bounty of other picks. I think that might be the move for the Warriors. Potentially packaging Wiggins, who, we all know, okay, that's a really weird fit for the Warriors,
yeah.
Especially with such a big contract. Packaging those 2 things to try and maybe even get sign-and-trade deals. Maybe other teams can sign a couple of decent players and they can trade them for Wiggins, get the 2 pick as well. Something like that. I think that's what the Warriors should do.
But imagine if they got another 3-and-D, mate. Just imagine how good that'd be. That'd be next level, mate. You'd just be anyone can pull up from wherever they want, mate. That's just the scariest thing ever.
If we look at the Warriors starting lineup with Wiseman in there, we have Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. You know what you're going to get from them. They're both coming off pretty serious injuries. Thompson, obviously, that ACL 12-month recovery. And then, because, he did that June 2019. And now, when he's coming back up, I'm not sure. We don't know exactly when the NBA is starting. But this extra rehab for those kind of players is massive. And the Warriors, they get that number 2 pick from having a poor season this year. So you've got Curry, Thompson, Wiggins, Green, and Wiseman. And that's a playoff-ready team. Obviously, we haven't seen Wiseman in the NBA yet, so I don't want to jump the gun too much, but the rebounding of Wiseman really, really excites me. And you got to think, the Warriors have never had like a beast on the glass, I suppose.
Here are their real 2 choices. They either get Wiseman, play with the team that they have. Because I think even though Andrew Wiggins, not the most efficient guy, all that kind of stuff, he might be a really good bench player, bench spark plug for them. Like he can start with them and kind of like go to the bench early and then play more when, Steph or Klay are on the bench. So I think he could be that spark plug to play against those second unit players and just clap them, because I think he is capable of that. Yeah, I think the Warriors would be smart to go that route, right? That's the safe route. Keep the pick, take Wiseman, and go try win some more championships. Their other option, trade Wiggins and the number 2 pick. Try and open up some cap space, maybe get some other players. And look, the Warriors have a luxury. They don't need playmakers, which is what some teams need, like the Clippers. They don't need 3-and-D players, which is what like most other teams need. So they can get whoever they want for the best price. They don't need to trade for a certain position. They can just trade for the best value. So I think they either take the pick, take Wiseman, trade the pick, and get the best value possible. Those 2 directions, I think they can't really go wrong.
And as much as I love James Wiseman, and I think he'd be a great fit for the Warriors, who haven't really had that big center for a while, I tend to agree with you, Mike. I think moving down the draft order for some getting more complementary picks, as you put it. I think that the Warriors, if they can add three role players to that team and potentially move Wiggins and try and get another star in there, or is it all a 2-year plan and is Giannis potentially I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, I really like that idea, Mike, if they choose to go away from Wiseman.
Best value. Just get the best value. If you were the Warriors GM, I know I'm some random guy and you're an NBA executive, but listen to this, mate. Take Wiseman. If you can't take Wiseman, trade the pick and Wiggins for something even better, like a Ben Simmons.
I honestly think the best course of action would be, draft Wiseman and trade Wiggins for maybe some more picks or just some cap space so they can, deepen their bench a little bit. I think that would help.
Comment down below, what do you think the Warriors should do this offseason? Should they trade that number 2 pick? Should they trade Wiggins? Or should they keep their pieces, draft Wiseman, and run for another championship?
Hey guys, Liam from Unanimous Sports Talk here. Be sure to drop a comment and a like below. It means the world to us if you can. It really helps us grow the channel. And be sure to drop us a subscribe as well. We're aiming for 100 subscribers by the end of the month. We'd love if you could help us get to that goal, and look forward to many more videos to come.